Tablets used to be the hottest gadget just a couple years ago. For a while there, it seemed like a new tablet would be released every single week. In late 2015, that really isn't true anymore. With the rise of 2-in-1 laptops and larger smartphones, the need for big, expensive tablets is dying out rather fast. So, when I was sent the Samsung Galaxy Tab S2 to review, I really wasn't that hyped about it. However, after spending some quality time with the device, I don't want to send it back. Samsung has crafted a sleek, powerful, and expensive device for watching videos, playing games, and browsing the web. It really is just a blown-up Galaxy S6, but even with that being the case, the Tab S2 is one of the most entertaining pieces of tech I've reviewed all year long. Hey there everybody, MobileCupOfJoe here, and before I go too far into my full review for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S2, you know I gotta ask you one quick thing. And that is to please go ahead and grab that coffee cup, fill it up, bring it over, and sit on down. And take a swig from your mobile cup of Joe. Prior to the Galaxy S6, Samsung was infamous for creating cheap, plasticky gadgets that both looked and felt like toys. Samsung proved to us with the release of the S6 and Note 5 that they are capable of creating beautiful smartphones, and that same practice carried right on over to the Tab S2. While the back of the tablet is constructed out of plastic, it features a matte finish that feels leaps and bounds better than the glossy one used in previous Samsung devices. Also, here is an aluminum frame, which makes the Tab S2 look and feel worthy of its higher price. The tablet's good looks are further enhanced by its dimensions. With a weight of just 389 grams and measuring in at a mere 5.6 millimeters, the Tab S2 is one of the lightest and thinnest 10-inch tablets currently on the market. Despite its larger size, this is an incredibly comfortable device to hold for prolonged periods of time. Part of this is true due to the Tab S2's display. Where most Android-powered tablets feature a 16:9 aspect ratio, Samsung's latest uses a 4:3 one. Along with making the tablet more comfortable to hold, it makes everything from web browsing to reading books more enjoyable. So much additional content is able to fit on the screen at once, and it makes using the tablet in both landscape and portrait mode possible. 4:3 aspect ratios just make sense on larger tablets, and I really hope that more manufacturers take note from Samsung here. But you know what's even better than a screen with a 4:3 aspect ratio? A tablet with that and an absolutely killer display. And that's exactly what we have here with the Tab S2. With a 9.7-inch Super AMOLED panel and a resolution of 2048 by 1536, the Tab S2 has one of the best screens I've ever seen on a tablet. Colors are bright and voluminous while still staying true to life, text is razor crisp, outdoor visibility is surprisingly great, and viewing angles are top-notch. I honestly don't have any qualms with this display, but that's to be expected from a high-end Samsung product. The company has been wowing us with their displays since the days of the original Galaxy S smartphone, and that same expertise for display technology has not died with the Tab S2. Under the hood is Samsung's own Exynos 5433 chipset, which is made up of two quad-core processors, one clocked at 1.9 GHz and the other at 1.3. Also included is 3 GB of RAM and either 32 or 64 GB of storage, with the option to expand it up to 128 GB. Even with two apps running side by side, numerous items running in the background, and using it as a mobile hotspot at the same time, the Tab S2 kept speeding along without a hitch to speak of. The tablet won't blow your mind with how fast it is, but it won't leave you disappointed either. Animations run smoothly, apps open quickly, and the tablet is able to chug along through even the most demanding of tasks. It may not have the most impressive spec sheet on paper, but I was never disappointed with the performance that the Tab S2 provided. Just like all mobile devices nowadays, the Tab S2 is equipped with two cameras, an 8-megapixel shooter on the back and a 5-megapixel sensor up front. The rear camera has an f1.9 aperture and actually takes rather decent photos. Shots taken outdoors with good lighting looked decent, but when taken indoors or in darker areas, digital noise was quick to creep into the photos. Unfortunately, the front-facing camera is a bit disappointing. It's passable for Skype calls or video chats on Google Hangouts, but the lens isn't able to cover a very wide area, and the quality looks quite poor considering the price of this thing. It's definitely not a deal breaker, but it can prove to be a bit of an annoyance if you're an avid selfie taker. To get you through all of your streaming, gaming, and browsing, the Tab S2 is equipped with a 5870 mAh battery. During the couple of weeks that I had the tablet, I was able to get through an easy 2 days of use on a single charge before needing to add more juice. I got around 5 to 6 hours of screen on time with the device, which I considered to be very good since I was using it as a mobile hotspot on top of all my regular use with it. The Tab S2 is running Android 5.1.1 Lollipop and should be getting the update to 6.0 Marshmallow within the first half of 2016. The tablet, just like all of Samsung's Android devices, is layered with their custom TouchWiz user interface. While I still personally prefer the look and feel of stock Android, Samsung has cleaned up their skin quite a bit since the release of the S6. There's virtually no lag when navigating through the UI, Samsung has gotten rid of the majority of their useless motions and gestures, and the Flipboard-powered briefing is a nice addition to the standard Android home screen setup. Multitasking on Android has always been a pain point for larger sized tablets, but Samsung's multi-window helps to remedy some of that frustration. When used in portrait mode, the Tab S2 is able to run 2 apps side by side without a problem. However, once the tablet is rotated into landscape mode, the apps resize in a way that makes them close to unusable. It's a real shame considering how useful this would have been when working with a keyboard cover, but hopefully it's something that Samsung is able to fix in a future software update. If you're looking to pick up the Tab S2 this Christmas, get ready to shell out a few Benjamins to seal the deal. The Wi-Fi only model of the Tab S2 is going to set you back $399. The 4G LTE model that was sent to me by Verizon costs $24.99 a month with an installment plan, $249 with a 2-year contract, and $599 unlocked. So, at that price, is the Tab S2 really worth it? Well, if you're looking for a fun device that's equipped with a beautiful display, zippy performance, and killer battery life, then absolutely. With that said, if you're looking for a tablet that's going to help you get a lot of work done, you're going to want to set your sights elsewhere. The Tab S2 is certainly capable of banging out some documents and working on a couple spreadsheets, but it's clearly geared towards watching movies and playing games. No one really needs to spend this much money for a media tablet, but who says all purchases need to be necessary? If you have the extra spending money and you want to spoil someone on your list or even yourself, you would be hard pressed to be disappointed with the Tab S2. The initial price tag might be hard to swallow at first, but once you start streaming Netflix or playing Clash of Clans on this thing, you'll never want to set it down. So guys, thank you so much for watching my full review of the Galaxy Tab S2. If you have any additional questions about things I did not cover in this review, please go ahead and let me know what those may be down in the comments below. If you enjoyed what you saw here today and you'd like to see more of it, please consider clicking that like button and the subscribe button as well. Make sure to follow me on all the social media websites outside of these videos so we can stay in touch. I can be found on all the socials as @MobileCupOfJoe on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.